Colorado Springs, get loud and say it with me now, this is Monster Jam.
We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Oh.
It is time for the first competition of the night, JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been seated into a bracket based on a random draw. The fastest 4 trucks will advance to the semifinal round, where they will continue on for that JCB Racing win and the first 8 points of tonight's event. Colorado Springs, who's ready for JCB Racing?
It's Jamie Garner in Overboard. His opponent, MJ Solario and El Toro Loco.
Your winner, MJ Solario, El Toro Loco.
MJ Solario, El Toro Loco advancing to the semifinals. Here in round 1 JCB Racing competition. First to the track is Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. His opponent, Brandon Teleshka, Just Get Her Done 2.
Your winner, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Monster Mutt Dalmatian advancing to the semifinals to take on El Toro Loco. It's Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. taking on Michaela Telechka in Megalodon.
Your winner, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
First on the track is Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. Versus Zach Garner in Wildside.
Your winner, Zach Gardner, Wildside. Monster Jam fans, I hope you are enjoying JCB Racing. I am here to remind you about a fourth competition we have going on during the event tonight. And of course, that is our race to be crowned St. Jude Ambassador of the Night. All you have to do is scan the QR code up on the video board or text ACS East to 785-833. Donate on behalf of your favorite driver. And the driver that helps raise the most money will be crowned St. Jude Ambassador of the Night. But now, it is time for the JCB semifinal round. The fastest four trucks advance, and the winners of this round will continue on to the finals and compete for the first 8 points of tonight's event. Colorado Springs, who's ready for more JCB racing?
This is Monster Mutt Dalmatian and Loco's 8th race. And your winner, advancing to the JCB Racing Finals, Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. One spot remaining in the finals. Will it go to Gravedigger? Will it go to Wildside? We're going to find out coming up here next. Who will face Monster Mutt Dalmatian in the JCB Racing Finals? And it's a close call, but the win goes to Zach Garner in Wildside.
It all comes down to this. This is the JCB Racing Finals. The winner of this next race will take the first 8 points of tonight's event. Colorado Springs, are you ready to meet your Racing Finals contenders?
He's won this competition 22 times, looking for a 23rd. Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. In 2024, he was the fastest in the world. Let's make some noise for Zach Garner and Wildside. And your winner of the JCB Racing competition, make some noise for Zach Garner and Wildside, taking the first 8 points of tonight's competition. This is Zach Garner's first win here in JCB Racing competition on the Arena Championship Series East.
A huge congratulations, Zach Gardner, Wildside. Not only is this your first win of the weekend, it's your first win here with us on Arena East. Welcome back. Talk to these fans about it.
You know what? It feels absolutely amazing to be back here in Colorado Springs. We were here last year, and I think we started the weekend off the same way, but you know what? We came out here, we had some fun. I knew I had to come in here and show these guys and gals in here that we didn't forget how to race in an arena. But you know what? It wasn't the cleanest final race we wanted, but we came out with a win. But Colorado Springs, you guys having fun?
Well, Zach, we have the two-wheel skills challenge coming up next. And, you know, you just mentioned it. You're back in an arena. Talk to me about how you kind of have to change your game plan for this type of pod.
You know what, coming out here with this being like kind of the rectangle square pod, we're used to kind of like an octagon almost, but coming in here, having the square hits, it makes it an even bigger challenge and a bigger blast. Being able to come out here, do some straight on hits and go straight on at your competitor's head on, makes it an even bigger blast. Be able to come out here, have some fun, but you know what, up next, two-wheel skills, so let's get loud for it.
Keep it going for Zach Gardner, Wildside, your JCB Racing winner.
And we're going to take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard and the point standings after the first competition. See tie for fifth down at the bottom going out in the first round. We got Thunderoris, Overboard, Megalodon, Just Get Her Done 2, picking up 2 points in the first round of competition. Then it was tied for third is Toro Loco and Gravedigger. Going out in the semifinals, picking up 4 points. Monster Mutt Dalmatian, the runner-up in the JCB Racing Finals, picking up 7 points. And it's Wildside and Zach Garner picking up 8 points here in the BKT overall event leaderboard, the point standings after the first competition. But coming up next is our two-wheel skills challenge. And this is the first time where you, the fans, you'll get in on the action because your scores will determine our winner. As we look at the judging criteria, our drivers will get to make 2 attempts each. 2 attempts each. We're looking for stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks, and anything these Monster Jam drivers can get these trucks to do on 2 wheels. And for more on all of this and all of that right now, we're going to take a look right now at the two-wheel skills challenge. Now that you heard from our drivers about all the two-wheel skills moves, it's time for our second competition, the two-wheel skills challenge, and your scores will determine our winner. For more on that, let's go down to Tiana in the stands.
That's right, Farouk. This is going to be everybody's first opportunity to score using judgeszone.com. So remember, once a driver completes their run, you're using your smartphone, scanning the QR code up on the video board, typing in the code COL, and locking in your score by sliding the BKT tire up or down to the score you want to give. Remember, you got to be fast because you only got 20 seconds to lock in that score. And most importantly, these drivers are counting on you to score accurately and fairly because for the rest of the night, their fate is in your hands. So what do you say, Colorado Springs? Who's ready for the two-wheel skills challenge?
Coming out first, he's the man, the myth, the legend. Make some noise for Jamie Garner in Overboard. One attempt in the books. Lining up for his second attempt is Overboard.
Let's make some noise for Jamie Gardner Overboard. Okay, Monster Jam fans, this is it. This is going to be your first opportunity to score at judgeszone.com. There's the QR code. Make sure to use the code COL and lock in your scores.
Overboard coming out here, laying it down in the two-wheel skills challenge. Came out with a nice big sky, really good verticality, big air. Coming out here, looking to make it happen here in the two-wheel skills challenge. The score for Overboard is 3.771, 4.3 for the expert, 3.2 for the fans, for a total of 3.771. First place for Overboard. Looking to get a win here and take this competition, it's Brandon Telechka, Just Get Her Done 2.
Keep it going. For Brandon Telechka, just get her done too. Make sure to lock in your scores quickly. Don't forget the code COL and lock them in at judgeszone.com.
Brandon Telechka, just get her done too. Coming out with two great hits right there. Let them hear you. Show them some love here in Colorado Springs. Got the nose wheelie down with a little moonwalk action, making it happen. The score to beat is a 3.771. The score for Just Get Her Done 2 is, we have a new leader. First place, 8.965. 8.9 from the experts, 9.03 from the fans for 8.965. First place for Just Get Her Done 2, your new score to beat. And when you hear that sound, you know, get out the water. It's Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. First attempt for the prehistoric shark.
Get those shark fins up for Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. Lock in your scores quickly at judgeszone.com.
Don't forget that code COL. Get on judgeszone.com. Get your scores in for Megalodon. Looking for two hits right here in the two-wheel skills challenge. Trying to get that tail fin up in the air. Tail fin is a little broken. Could have used some help there. Getting the back beats KT tires up in the air. The score from Megalodon is 5.806, 6.2 from the experts, 5.4 from the fans for 5.806. Good enough for second place for Megalodon. He's a U.S. Army veteran. Make some noise for Tony Oaks in Thunderoris.
Keep it going for Tony Oaks and Thunderoris. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Let them hear you roar here in the Broadmoor. Coming out here, two big hits. Moonwalking it across the pod right there. Tony Oaks, show him some love here in Colorado Springs as he's looking to take down the scores here in two-wheel skills challenge. The score to beat is 8.965 by Just Get Her Done 2. The score for Thunderoris is 8.123. We got a 9.0 from the fans, 7.2 from the expert for 8.123. Good enough for second place here in the two-wheel skills challenge for Thunderoris.
Monster Jam fans, I hope you are enjoying the Two Wheel Skills Challenge. Once again, don't forget about our race to be crowned the St. Jude Ambassador of the Night. All you got to do is scan the QR code or text ACS East to 785-833 on behalf of your favorite Monster Jam driver. And the driver that helps raise the most money will be crowned St. Jude Ambassador of the Night in pursuit of being crowned St. Jude Ambassador of the Year.
Four down and 4 to go here in our Two Wheel Skills Challenge. The score to beat right now, Just Get Her Done 2 with an 8.965. He took the first competition of the night. Will he take another? Is Zach Garner in Wild Side. Lining up for his first attempt. First attempt for Wild Side. Don't forget, if you see him waving those big BKT tires, you can wave back. Coming out right now, checking on Wild Side, making sure everything is good to go. Don't forget, Monster Jam fans, you can catch the Monster Jam World Finals 24. Go to monsterjam.com. Get your tickets now for the July 4th weekend in Salt Lake City, Utah. Attempt number 2 coming up.
Let's make some noise for Zach Gardner Wildside. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Zach Garner and Wildside coming out after taking the first competition and looking to take this competition as well here in the Two Wheel Skills Challenge. Got up with a nice big nose wheelie right there, moonwalked across the pod, good balance, waving those big BKT tires at the fans. The score for Wild Side is 7.652, 7.85 from the expert, 7.454 from the fans for a 7.652. Third place for Wild Side. You know what that bark means. Let me hear you bark for Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. He's waving those big BKT back paws. That should make sure you wave back. First attempt for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Who let the dogs out indeed? It's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Let's hear it for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. His signature white hat to the back. Coming out looking for his 27th win here in a two-wheel skills challenge in this competition. Came out with 2 big hits. Great combination. Moonwalked it across the pod. Made the dog sit. Good dog. The score to beat right now, 8.965. The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is... we have a new leader. 9.504. 9.520 from the experts. 9.48 from the fans for a 9.504. Your new leader. First place, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Just 2 drivers left to go here in the two-wheel skills challenge. She's blonde to the bone. Let's hear it for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. And scoring is open for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. Make sure you go to judgeszone.com, scan the QR code to get those scores in for Gravedigger. Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger coming out, looking to lay down a big skill. Just got a little over-rotated there. Ended up like a turtle on its shell. Gravedigger, the black and green wrecking machine, as we get it recovered right now. Looking to get the score to beat right now, 9.504 from Monster Mutt Dalmatian, who's been dominating all season. The score for Gravedigger is 5.368, good enough for 6th place. 4.2 from the experts, 6.5 from the fans. 5.368, 6th place for Gravedigger. And we're going to take a look at the two-wheel skills challenge leaderboard with 1 driver left to go. There you go, Colorado Springs. Show her some love. She came out here and tried for you. Still going to come out here, brush it off for Monster Jam Freestyle as we look at the leaderboard right now. Thunder Roars in 3rd place. Just Get Her Done 2 can take home 7 points if he can hold on. Monster Mutt Dalmatian continuing the Monster Mutt domination here in this competition. Blake Granger with the score to beat, 9.504. He's seeing red. Ole for MJ Solario and El Toro Loco. First attempt in the books as he gets ready for his second attempt.
Get your Toro horns up for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Show him some love as he climbs out the truck. MJ Solario, El Toro Loco, get your bull horns in the air as we look to get the points here in the two-wheel skills challenge. The score to beat, 9.504. Did he do enough? The score for El Toro Loco is 9.266, 9.5 from the experts, 9.001 from the fans, 9.266. Second place for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco, which means you're winner of the two-wheel skills challenge for the 27th time this year. Make some noise for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
A huge congratulations to Blake Granger, a Monster Mutt Dalmatian, taking the first two-wheel skills here of the weekend. Talk to these fans about what you just laid down for us.
Man, you know, we had that race and win, man, and I hit that tough block or the turn pole when I was coming around the last turn, and you know, it kind of knocked me out. You just get disqualified. So I knew I had to come out here in two-wheel skill, put my best foot forward. I just want to come out here and have fun with all you beautiful Monster Jam fans right here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So you know what? We'll take that two-wheel skills win.
Well, Blake, we only got one competition left, and that, of course, is Monster Jam Freestyle. We've been talking a lot about this dirt. It's a little slick. How are you going to use that to your advantage to throw down the best freestyle?
Man, I absolutely love this dirt. You can just throw the truck early, drift around the turns. That's what's fun about Monster Jam, just going out there and laying that pedal to the floor and having a good time with all my best friends right here in Colorado Springs. But you know what? We still got freestyle motocross and freestyle coming up next. I want you guys on your feet making noise. Are you having fun? Let me hear you.
Keep it going for your two-wheel skills winner, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Colorado Springs, it's time to get loud and make some noise. Here they come. Let's bring them out. Bring them out. The superstars of freestyle motocross.
Colorado Springs, you don't even know what's about to hit ya. These guys are crazy. They're insane because they're about to fly out of that tunnel through the air doing the highest flying tricks. But this is how it works. The louder we are, the higher they're gonna fly, the crazier they're gonna go. So I need everybody in this arena to make some noise. And here they come. Now, these guys are gonna get in 4 practice jumps on these bikes before we get into our competition. So we're gonna warm up to every time they hit the ramp. I need every single person to get loud. So if you are ready, they're getting ready. We're about to have some fun on this Friday night. Now this is a different obstacle than we are used to having here, the ramp being all the way in the tunnel. You know, it takes a lot of skill and a lot of practice. You can see here, they are testing it out, making sure it is good and safe to go. But I think we're ready to get in a practice jump. Coming up first, Brendan Reardon! Up next, AJ Rosebrill! Coming up third in line, all the way from South Florida, it's Cameron Sepulveda. And last but never least, it's Josh Edford. Now they're just warming up, as I said, and then we're gonna do a serious competition here with our FMX riders. Okay, they have one more practice jump in them, and then we are going to meet our riders and get into this competition. Colorado Springs, it is time for the FMX Best Trick Competition. Each of these riders is going to have one attempt to throw down their best high-flying trick while going from the tunnel and through the arena. But remember, here at Monster Jam, you are the official judges. So what that means is once the rider lands on on the ramp, you're using your phone, you're going to judgeszone.com and locking in the score for what you think is the best trick. So gentlemen, if you're ready, Colorado Springs, are you ready? It's time for the FMX Best Trick Competition.
That's right, it's time to get loud here in the Broadmoor. Make some noise for the FMX Best Trick Competition. Coming out first, representing Worcester, Massachusetts with the 228 in his back. Let's hear it for Brendan Reardon.
Brendan Reardon making his way into the tunnel to the ramp, looking to get a win here in the FMX Best Trick Competition. He's been doing this for several years, including 20 years of off-road racing. Let's make some noise! Brendan Reardon hitting us with a cliffhanger, holding on to nothing but the handlebars with his ankles. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Brendan Reardon coming all the way from Worcester, Massachusetts, looking to come and make it happen here, laying out a best trick, looking to take the win here for the FMX Superstars. The score for Brendan Reardon is 7.333, 7.333, first place for Brendan Reardon. Up next, out of Chicago, Illinois, representing on the 78 bike, let's hear it for AJ Rosebrill.
AJ Rosebrill making his way around the bowl. He wants everyone to get loud as he makes his way to the tunnel. AJ Rosebrill, as Ferg said, all the way from the Windy City, Chicago, said his favorite pizza is from Illuminati's, and he's ready to jump for you. Let's make some noise. That was AJ Rosebrill with a knack flip. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
AJ Rosebrill coming out, electrifying tricks with the lightning bolt on his chest. He's looking to make it happen and beat the score of 7.333 here in the best trick competition. Will he do it? Was it enough? The score to beat is a 7.333. The score for AJ Rosebrill is 8.380 by a full point. First place, your new score to beat AJ Rosebrill with an 8.380. Up next, representing South Florida, on the number 3 bike, let's hear it for Cameron Sepulveda.
Cameron Sepulveda's bike is the loudest one here, which means we have to be even louder. Cameron Sepulveda has won the FMX Best Trick Competition a handful of times. He's been duking it out with Josh Hedford for the overall win here in the FMX Best Trick Competition. Will he win tonight? You let us know. Make some noise. Cameron Sepulveda with the one-handed backflip. He waved at all of you. Now wave back by going to judgeszone.com and locking in your score.
Cameron Sepulveda with the one-handed backflip on a number 3 Yamaha bike, coming out representing, looking to take another win here in the FMX Best Trick Competition. He's won it plenty of times before with the score to beat at 8.380. Did he do enough? The score for Cameron Sepulveda is, it's second place. Look at that, just about 5/100ths of a second or so of a point. 5/100ths of a point, 8.346, second place for Cameron Sepulveda. Your score to beat still AJ Rosebrill with an 8.380. Last to take to the fancy airbag. Let's hear it for Josh Hedford out of Asheville, North Carolina.
Last weekend, Josh Hedford swept the competition. We had 3 events, and he won all 3 best tricks. Will he continue his reign? Make some noise! Josh Hedford with the super flip, combining a Superman and a backflip, getting that body parallel with the bike. Let us know what you think at judgeszone.com.
Josh Hedford coming out here, leaving it all out on the track, flying through the air 75 feet, liking seeing the trick pop out of the tunnel and fly through the arena here at the Broadmoor World Arena. The score to beat is a 8.380. The score for Josh Hedford is... We have a new leader and winner, first place, Josh Hedford with a 9.499. Your winner of the Best Trick FMX competition, Josh Hedford.
Colorado Springs, do you want to see more FMX? Because it is time for the grand finale. These riders are flying out of that tunnel in one continuous train, which means they're all going to hit the ramp one right after the other. But remember, the louder we are, the higher they fly. So let's send them home with all the love we have. Okay, here they go. They're making their way into the tunnel. And they're getting set for our first train of the night. What trick will they do? Colorado, let's get loud! That was a whip train, and that was pretty good. But I think we can all get even louder than that. They're making their way to the tunnel one more time. Let's get ready, Colorado Springs. They're lined up. They're getting ready to go. And here they come! These incredible riders only have one more jump in them. This is the grand finale. On behalf of these riders, I want to thank you all for showing them so much love here at the FMX Best Trick competition as they make their way to the ramp one final time. Colorado Springs, let's send them home with all the love we have inside of us. Give it up one final time. These have been the riders of your freestyle motocross team, Brendan Reardon, AJ Rosebrill, Cameron Sepulveda, and Josh Hedford.
Let's hear it. Give it up one more time for your superstars of freestyle motocross.
Let's get our winner up here. Congratulations, Josh Hedford. That is 4 consecutive FMX Best Tricks in a row. Not that anyone's keeping tabs. That's got to feel pretty good, though.
I didn't know anyone was keeping score. Oh, Tiana's keeping score. You know, that was pretty fun. That was like a good old super flip for, we're up at like 6,000 feet elevation, so that's a pretty fun one. You guys having a good time?
Well, Josh, I was explaining to these fans that this is a little tricky setup here with the ramp being there, right there in the mouth of the tunnel. Talk to me about how that affects how you prep for this type of jump.
I mean, it kind of reminds me like the old like Red Bull X Fighters when you're coming out through the tunnel and flying in the arena, and it's actually really fun. So we kind of transition from like the darkness into the light, and yeah, makes for a good time for everybody.
Now, Josh, I got one more question for you because you've been doing this for a very, very long time, over 20 years experience. How do you stay in such great shape to be doing crazy tricks like the super flip?
Well, today we did some pretty epic rock climbing, and you know, we do a lot of Pilates and yoga and like weightlifting, and eat a lot of pizza. So that's really how we do it.
That right there, the Josh Hedford method. Go home and eat some pizza. Let's give it up for Josh Hedford, your FMX Best Trick winner. We've reached the pinnacle of tonight's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Letting the bull out of the cage, it's MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Make sure to lock in your scores quickly at judgeszone.com.
MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco coming out here, tearing up the track at the Broadmoor World Arena. Show him some love out here. Get your bull horns in the air as he looks down to lay down and set up the scoring here in the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Laying down the first run of the night. The score for El Toro Loco is 7.621, 7.242 from the fans, 8.0 from the experts for a 7.621. First place for El Toro Loco. Up next, let's hear it for Jamie Garner in Overboard.
Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Overboard coming out in the red, white, and blue, showing you what he can do out here, flying through the pod, making some action happen here in freestyle. Looking to take home his first win here in Monster Jam Freestyle on the Arena Championship Series East. The score to beat right now, El Toro Loco with a 7.621. Make sure you got those scores in on judgeszone.com all night here. The score for Overboard is 5.613, 5.8 from the experts, 5.4 from the fans, 5.613. Second place for Overboard. Don't look now. It's a shark. It's Michaela Telechka in Megalodon.
Let's make some noise for this fish out of water, Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. Make sure to scan that QR code and go to judgeszone.com to lock in your scores.
Michaela Telechka in Megalodon coming out, flying through the air here at the Broadmoor World Arena, looking to make it happen here in Colorado Springs for the first time, winning Monster Jam Freestyle and get that accolade under her belt. The score for Megalodon is good enough for second place, 6.321, 6.2 from the experts, 6.44 from the fans for a 6.321. Second place for Megalodon. Monster Jam tracks are built by JCB. Dig deeper, lift higher, and move more with the official heavy equipment partner of Monster Jam, JCB.
Monster Jam fans, the time has come to crown our St. Jude Ambassador of the Night. And everybody's help, take your hands. Give me a little bit of a drum roll, please. Drum roll on your legs. Keep it loud. The St. Jude Ambassador of the Night is Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
And she's next to take the track. It's Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. I think we might see it. I think she's lining up for a Morgan and Morgan backflip. Who wants to see a backflip? Make some noise.
Don't forget to score at judgeszone.com.
Kristen Anderson coming out, leaving it all locked in right here. Score to beat right now is a 7.621. The score for Kristen Anderson is... We have a new leader, 9.546. 9.3 from the experts, 9.7 from the fans. Your new leader, Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Up next, Brandon Teleska and Just Get Her Done 2.
Make some noise for Brandon Telechka. Just Get Her Done 2. And make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Brandon Telechka, Just Get Her Done 2. Coming out, leaving it all out on the track here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Looking to get some points out here. Come out, show him some love with the fire suit he's got on. Blazing hot out here. And Monster Jam Freestyle, the score for Just Get Her Done 2 is 7.916. 8.2 from the experts, 7.6 from the fans for a 7.916. Second place for Just Get Her Done 2. Up next, he's already got 13 victories here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Where my dogs at? Let me hear you bark for Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Make some noise for Blake Granger, monstermutt.dalmatian. And make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Blake Granger in the polka dotted puppy coming out to continue the Monster Mutt domination as he's got 13 wins here in Monster Jam Freestyle, looking to make it 14. Let's hear it for Blake Granger here in Colorado Springs. The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 8.006, 8.1 from the experts, 7.8 from the fans for an 8.006. Second place for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. He's got a cool dozen victories here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Let's hear it for Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. And scoring is open right now. Make some noise for Tony Oaks and Thunderoris. Make sure you scan that QR code or go to judgeszone.com, slide those big BKT tires up, and get those scores in for Thunderoris. 60-second of freestyle action here for Tony Oaks. He's already got 12 victories here in Monster Jam Freestyle, looking to make it a baker's dozen. The score for Thunderoris is 7.619, 7.5 from the experts, 7.7 from the fans, 7.619. Fifth place for Thunderoris. He's got a good side, he's got a bad side, but he's here to show you his wild side. It's Zach Garner in Wild Side.
Taking a walk on the wild side, it's Zach Gardner. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Born to be wild is wild side. Zach Garner coming out here, making it happen here. 60 seconds of freestyle action, trying to come out here and take the top score right now. The score to beat here in Monster Jam Freestyle 9.540. The score for wild side is 8571. 8571, good enough for second place, which means you're winner of Monster Jam Freestyle. Put your hands together for the queen in the black and green wrecking machine, Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. But was it enough to win the overall competition? Let's take a look at the BKT overall event champion and the points earned. Racing, they won 7. Two-wheel skills, they won 8. Freestyle competition, finishing third place with 6 points. When the overall event total of 21 points, your BKT overall event champion is Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Blake Granger picks up another win here in the BKT overall event standings, picking up his 27th BKT overall event champion on the Arena Championship Series East.
A huge congratulations to Blake Granger and the entire Monster Mutt Dalmatian team. This has got to feel so good kicking the weekend off here with this win.
Man, it feels epic, you know. Yeah, we struggled at the end of last weekend. We had 9 wins in a row. We were shooting for 10. We lost the next 2 overall event championships. So to come back and take right off where we left off, it feels good. Hats off to these 2 guys right here. They worked their butts off to make sure that Monster Mutt Dalmatian truck, week in and week out, all over the United States, it always keeps going. It never lets me down. That's what it's all about right there.
Well, Blake, you know, these fans were so pumped up every time you hit the track in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Is there anything you want to say to them before we send them home?
We still got 2 more events, 3 more actually, 2 more tomorrow, 1 Sunday, monsterjam.com. Come see us. We got backflip ramps, amazing 2-wheel skills. We're not done yet. We're just getting started. So if you guys had fun, I want to hear you guys roar one more time. And I got one question for you. And I want to hear you guys barking at me. Where my dogs at? Hoo, hoo.
Keep it going for your BKT overall event champion, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. But, you know, we can't go anywhere without talking to the queen of the black and green wrecking machine herself, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, your freestyle winner. Kristen, talk to us about this win.
Oh, you know, Tia, it's always good to be up on top of the pod talking to you. And, you know, I didn't really love how 2-wheel skills went, but we just got to brush stuff like that off and keep it rolling, man. And I knew that there are a lot of Gravedigger fans here in Colorado. I've been hearing y'all yell at me in my cab all night long over here. We love you guys over here in Colorado, man. Thank you guys for coming out to Monster Jam. Thank you for loving Gravedigger. That backflip was for all of the Gravedigger fans, but especially all the ladies and the little girls that are sitting in the stands tonight.
Keep it going for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
What an incredible night here, Monster Jam at the Colorado Springs. What an amazing time. Monster Mutt Domination continues as Blake Granger picks up another BKT overall event championship. That's going to do it for us here in the Broadmoor World Arena tonight. 3 more shows this weekend. You don't want to miss it. Get your tickets for the pit party tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. This is your last chance to head on out to the concourse on your way out and pick up your favorite Monster Jam merchandise, T-shirts, hats, programs, die-cast Spin Master trucks, and so much more. For Tiana Cohen, I'm Farouk Tahid. Don't forget to go to monsterjam.com to get your World Finals tickets. July 4th weekend going down in Salt Lake City, Utah. We'll see you at the next Monster Jam.